Joan. Hi, I'm with Joan Pleune, and Joan Pleune is here in Syracuse, New York. Joan, for those of you who don't know, was one of the original freedom riders. What would you like to say today, Joan?
What would I like to say today? I'm intrigued with this upcoming trial we have in DeWitt today. I'm hoping that the judge will dismiss the charges, as he should, and I'll be on my way back to Brooklyn tonight.
Can you tell us something about being one of the original freedom riders? That would be fascinating, I think.
I was just telling Linda that, you know, it was 50 years ago. It was a different me ago. People think I'm so brave. I'm like, oops, I didn't see the Stanley Nelson film before I went. We didn't. I was in Berkeley, and communications weren't great. I suppose I still would have gone. It was something I cared really a lot about. And I had gone to school for 2 years in North Carolina at the Women's College of the University of North Carolina in Greensboro, and I transferred in the next year. They had the Greensboro sit-ins, and I missed them, and I was so upset. I knew some of those kids. So when the Freedom Rides came up, it was a natural.
Great, and now 50 years later, you're here protesting drones? 50 years
later, I was arrested with the Occupy Wall Street kids in New York City, and it's like it bookended the important years of my life from 22 to 72, right?
Wonderful.
Will you take a picture of the two of us together? Do you mind?
Sure, well get right in the video. And Joan is now with Linda Latender.
Joan Pleune is one of my inspirations. It was one of the proudest days of my life when I was on trial for witnessing against torture on the Capitol steps. So we're sitting in the trial, and I turn around, and there is Joan Pleune. What an honor to have her at my trial in Washington, D.C. I know her from the book Breach of Peace by Eric Etheridge. Eric Etheridge. Wonderful book on the young people in the Freedom Riders movement. And Joan is profiled. Joan and her sister are profiled, so I recognized her from the book.
My sister refused to have anything to do with the book.
No. Well, they did talk about your sister was in there, though.
She was a freedom rider.
She was a freedom rider.
So they have her mugshot, but Eric so badly wanted a picture of both of us
I bet he did, and it was just so here I am, standing with one of my idols and one of the foremothers of our movements, and sort of, you know, you kind of one of the apostles of the peace movement. So here